the guard's like, your paperwork says 5 a.m. Why are you here so early? And I'm like, I have doubles. I have to break them apart.
Yeah. Attention all newcomers. This is not a game. Ain't nothing to it but to do it, you feel me? This is life. Let's get it. We put blood, sweat, and tears into this. So look, I push that weight to get that dough, but I don't break cause I've been broke. If ain't no pain, then ain't no growth. To keep it 100, I came into running and bet if I had to, I'd do it again.
Good afternoon, guys. It is Tuesday, June 17th, 2025, and we are about to head to Waco to pick up a set of doubles going to Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. Now this one is different because it's not going to the switch yard. It is actually delivery, so that means we have to break them down and then we have to deliver each trailer to the prospective stores. So this is supposed to have 9 stops from what we're told. I really didn't want to take it. My husband didn't want to take it, but the broker kind of begged us to take it. I made him, he only paid me $50 extra, but I made him pay me something extra because I'm tired of him asking for favors and never offering anything, you know. And then he wants to do the whole, well, I give y'all good loads and I need y'all to come through and do me a favor. Well, guess what? He's never really came through for us, and this is probably about the 6th or 7th time he's really called us asking for a favor, but there's never any money behind his favors, and favors aren't free. So anyhow, I'm hoping these aren't too heavy, but then again, they may be pretty freaking heavy if it's 9 stops, and I'm really not happy about this load. Although it's going to pay close to $2,800, it's still not enough, and the only reason why it's not enough is just the work that it takes to do this. You know, we got to go to the drop yard, we got to separate the trailers, we got to take one trailer, deliver however many stops, go back to the drop yard, drop that trailer, get the other trailer and go deliver those stops, and then come back to the drop yard and hook the doubles back up. And so it's really just not worth the money. All the labor, it's going to take us a full day to do all of that. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. I'm going to try to document as much as I can on this load. But as my husband says, even me, I can't wait to get this top secret clearance finished so that way I can go and make static money. I can make about $8,000 a month, and that will cover our home expenses plus some of our business expenses. And then my husband doesn't really need to run that much. He can take, like, you know, still make about $3,500 a week by himself, and he'll have a choice on what loads he wants to take. So yeah, this shit's for the birds. Everything has gone up, all of our expenses have gone up, and our rate has went down. So this is equivalent to, you know, even though we make over $2 a mile, and then we get stop pay and hookup pay and stuff like that, it still doesn't cover the work that is required. So because I can tell you right now, I guarantee you this load pays over $5,000, and we're not seeing much of it. You know, automatically 35% of our load goes to fuel, and we get some of the cheapest fuel, so it's still 35% of the load is going to go to fuel. So off of that $2,800, I'm going to have to pay about $700 in fuel. So anyways, guys, enough of my rant. I'm waiting on my husband to get in the truck so we can get on out of here. I wanted to leave by 11:30. It's 11:26. And so we'll see y'all later. Peace. the hose underneath at the end where the clamp connects. Like the clamp, obviously it may be old, but the hose is kind of bulged out a little bit. So that's definitely going to need to be replaced. I don't know if it's the whole hose or just the clamp piece, but that's something that we possibly may be able to do ourselves.
Just remember that whenever the weather changes,
Yeah.
cold or hot, we're always going to have something's going to start
Dinging or
leaking.
diving or whatever, yeah.
Some hose or clamp.
So basically the hose, like right off of where it's stuck onto, I could feel behind the clamp that is bulged out, so it's probably gotten too hot or something. Who knows what it is. But we're back on the road now, about 33 miles from, about 30 miles from QT, where I'm going to go ahead and top off the truck. Fuel went up. In Oklahoma City, it was $2.69. It is now $3.19, so it went up 50 cents there. And just yesterday, it was $2.85 here in Waco, and it's gone up to $2.99 now. So we know it's because of the Israel-Iran stuff. So obviously, companies are going to start gouging us on fuel rates. So there's nothing we can do. So, anyways, see y'all later. We fueled. I put 150 in. They gave us about 50 gallons. Fuel went up 15 cents between 5 p.m. last night and 1 p.m. today. So, and I know right now fuel up in Oklahoma City is $3.29 or $3.19. Somewhere around there. So right now we have a full tank, and we're gonna head over to pick up the trailer. This set of doubles. Again, this is a delivery. So we're gonna try to show as much as possible, like how we're breaking them down, etc., etc. But yeah, we'll see all of it. Not going to show you all the process because you've seen it several times before, so I'll update you when we're done.
All right, it is time for my wife to drive.
Thanks, babe. Checking in. Get it out the car, get it out, get it out. Belly, you're no help, man. Huh? Oh man. All right. So we're all hooked up. Had to replace some grommets on the dolly that we were gonna use, that we were using. They were real janky, so we did that, or I did that. second trailer, checked it out, made sure everything was good. And then my husband got up to do the dolly part, so that way he didn't have to be outside the whole time. Our delivery time says 5 a.m. We have 9 hours and 58 minutes to get there.
3 a.m.?
No. So the way Steve said to do it, he said to go drop them at the yard.
Drop them at the yard, okay.
Stay connected to the one we're connected to now, because that should be the first set of deliveries.
Okay.
So he said just pull up, drop the dolly in the second trailer, go deliver the first set, come back,
Right.
and then go ahead and deliver the second set. And I checked the route to make sure the heavy was the first listed stop, and it is.
Okay, good.
So
So you can identify that by the still number, right?
well, no, it just says the address on the BOL versus.
Yeah, but I'm saying on the paperwork, the first seal number should be for the first stop. It should be on the
Yeah, 59. Well, no, because
on the
it has both. It has the trailer number and the seal
on
number
the
right
paperwork.
here.
They usually put the seal number for that first stop. So Wood Express or wherever we're going first, should have a seal number on the. Their act where you check to make sure.
Okay, so the first stop it shows not on the trip sheet.
Yeah, not
no.
on the trip sheet, on their BOL, on their breakdown of what they're getting. The first bill of lading should have the, in blue writing, should have the whatever on it. Is that the first express they're going to?
Yes.
Should be a seal number.
So this is the first express
Is there
here.
a seal number on there anywhere? Yeah, it is right there.
But that's not the one that's on
On the trailer?
the trailer.
So how they got it? So what's still on the trailer?
Yes, it is. Never mind. Seal number 8075 on 10230, which is the heavy trailer, and
so
then
that should be the
807.
first.
Okay, yeah.
Should be the first stop.
So this is the first stop.
That's
It's
what you know.
the express gas. They have 324 pieces. The one after that has 32 pieces. The one after that has 74 pieces. The one after that has 283 pieces. And then the last stop on that is going to be 644 pieces.
What's the overall weight for each trailer?
17,000 and 15,000.
And on the gauge it says 10, 20, all at 30, so 15,000.
On the so the trailer behind us is going to have 17,000 in
Yeah,
it.
so that's not bad. It's not terrible.
We got we're hauling 32,000 pounds up there. So that means that we're going to eat through some fuel.
Don't worry, we're getting paid the big bucks.
Yeah. No, we're not, but
Should be about $3,500 all up.
no, this should be about 4,000 with the 9 stops.
I'll be in the, look at your dog.
You tired or what? All that running you did out there? Wore you out, huh? So anyways, I'm kind of musty right now. Already, I'm just sweating through everything. I've got 9 hours of drive time on my clock. We got 6 hours until I take my break. Or 6 hours until it's required that I take a break. And right now it shows our ETA is 12:30. We've got a full tank of fuel. And we should be okay. Good to go.
Get all the way there.
No, we're gonna have to. We'll probably have to top off in Oklahoma
Just
City.
remember, the lighter fuel is,
The less fuel we're gonna
the
burn.
less fuel we burn.
So that we can stop on the way. We could just hit the Loves or some shit, even though it's more expensive. Just
We gotta fuel up in QT and Joplin or whatever.
for that, yeah. It's 329.
Tulsa.
It's 329 there, and it's 329 in Tulsa.
Right, but I'm just saying, but we need to burn some fuel
To lighten up a little bit.
And there is that Loves there that we know we can pull into a double
That has the over.
has enough room to maneuver around. That Loves that we've been to several times now.
Yeah.
That's what we need to take
building a new Love's too in the center. In the center again, they're doing another center gas station. It was still under construction when I passed it the other day. So anyhow, guys, we'll get some road views and all that stuff. Other than that, we'll update you when we stop. Peace.
Okay, so I have the forward camera on. I turned it on at the same time. So my wife pulled up into this express here. She's gonna let the dog stay outside. So I was gonna let my dog just chill out there because we were in the line to be in a fuel aisle that you basically get stuck in. This is not a really good. It's a brand new truck stop, but it's not a good truck stop, especially if you're pulling doubles. There's no way I'm going to be able to wrap around these trucks here where we are right now. We probably should have went on a fuel aisle all the way in the end, but yeah, so I'm getting ready to drive. There's 377 miles left, 5 hours, 33 minutes. We should get there around 01. Probably 01 sometime we're going to get there if we ever get out of here. And yeah, we got a 9-stopper, not paying great, as I've already stated, but we're doing it, and it keeps us over $3,500 for the week. So.
Did you connect to the ELP?
No.
Okay, I just disconnected.
Tell him to hold up so we can get the fuck out. This is a terrible truck stop. That's why there's parking spots here. Nobody wants to come here. How you park? How you gonna park?
Yeah, that's why everybody's pulling in forward.
How would you park? Well, you're pulling in forward. How you gonna get out?
Hope that you don't hit somebody backing out.
I mean, this is a terrible park. Terrible truck stop. There ain't no way. That's a terrible design. Terrible truck stop. Got here. We've been here since 0200. No, 0155. At the gate, the guard's like, "Your paperwork says 5 a.m. Why are you here so early?" And I'm like, "I have doubles. I have to break them apart. Then I have to sort and then go deliver. It takes some time. We do it on the lot that we have out here. We have a drop yard that we sort everything, get everything ready to go." And he's like, "Well, you need to come back at like 5. I was like, "I start delivering at 5. I have to be here early to be able to do this." And he did not want to let me. And I said, "Hey, look, how about this? You let me just go drop one trailer, and so I can only have one small trailer, my first delivery, and then I'll come back at whatever time you want me to." I was like, "What time would you like me to come back?" Now, granted, right now it is 2:15. He's like, "Come back at 4:30. I said, "Oh, okay." I said, "That's what I'll do." So then another security guy talks to him, and then he comes talks to me, and I'm like, "Dude, this is just ridiculous, man." Like, he didn't tell me anything different. He just like, "Man, you're good." They didn't even They didn't route passes for us or anything. He's like, I scanned your driver's license. Y'all are good, been good since last July, so you're good. I was like, thanks. And he's like, yeah, have a nice day. Sorry, sir. Guys, we can't win for like we are here delivering. We're not here for any other foolishness. We have the paperwork to show you. You can check background. You can do a background check on us. It's fine. Do a background check. No one cares. We do good background checks on us all the time. It doesn't matter. And I mean, just do your job, and then let us do our job. I mean, boy, oh boy, oh boy. So anyways, I'm here getting ready to break these things up, and there's no light out here, so this is going to be just great. But we got some room, so that's good. All right, so I need to drop the rear trailer first. Man, they have a whole bunch of storage trailers out here for what? I don't know.